What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today we're at Universal Studios Hollywood here in Universal City, California. One of my favorite parks here in my home state. I absolutely love this place, and it's great to come back. It's actually only my third ever visit to this park, which is kind of surprising. My first took place in 2019, then I came back for Halloween Horror Nights last year, which was incredible. This is my first time back in a normal setting since 2019, and I can't wait. There's a lot of new stuff since the last time I was here. Secret Life of Pets is new, and then Super Nintendo World's also new, so I can't wait for that. Just a lot of new refreshes to the park. It's gonna be great. Here we have my mom, who is actually a really amazing person because she works in the special education field, and she won't tell you this, but she has a favorite student, Annika.
Hi!
Annika is joining us today at Universal. She's never been before. I'm so excited for you. You're gonna absolutely love it. And we're in City Walk. We're about to enter. It's gonna be a great day. It's a fantastic park. So, Mom, have you ever been to Universal Studios Hollywood?
I don't remember. I've been to the one in Florida.
Yeah, I mean, I've taken you to a lot of the parks here, but I don't think you've been to this one.
This is pretty awesome.
Yeah, this will be a cool experience for you for sure. So cool to see the epic globe and the red carpet to the main entrance. I am so stoked. Every time I come here, I'm just so excited. Like, this is a fantastic, high quality theme park. We are now entering the wizarding world of Harry Potter, an absolutely incredible themed area. I mean, you can't make this up. This is probably one of the top 3 themed areas of all time. We're gonna head to the back, get on Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey for our first ride of the day. Let's do it. Oh no! We broke the ride! This is so weird, because there's a black screen and we're doing all the movements that you would normally do. Here we go. Back to normal. The theming here is incredible.
Hold on tight. Aurelia Excellence. Hurry on to the Quidditch pit. And watch out for the Whomping Willow. And the match is tied. 20 points each for Gryffindor and Slytherin.
We've been broken down, Harry Potter.
Slytherin takes the lead. Dementors!
Whoa! Whoa! Too dark to really appreciate the theming on your end, but this is amazing.
Leave them alone! Get away from them! Expect our controller! Take us above it!
Take that out.
It's getting in!
Woo!
Let's get out, quick! We made it! To the Great Hall!
were brilliant, which must mean we were brilliant. We just got off of Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey. That was awesome. How'd you like that?
That was so much fun.
Was it fun?
Yeah, it was so much fun.
To me, with that ride, I do think the screens need a quality update by now. I mean, it's definitely showing its age, but the physical sets are really amazing, and the theming, the rock ride. I mean, look at the castle. It's incredible. But I think the thing that stands out the most with this ride is the technology, the way the vehicles move. The robo coaster technology is so unique. It's like honestly kind of hard to comprehend that. And of course, we did have that breakdown, so it was like doing the movements, but it wasn't aligned with the screen movement, so it was kind of interesting actually to see how that works. Up next, we're gonna head down to Super Nintendo World for the first time. We're gonna get a return time for the new Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge ride. I cannot wait to do that. Coming from a big Simpsons fan, I absolutely love the Springfield area here at Universal Hollywood. I'm not a huge fan of the Simpsons ride here, but the land is fantastic. The food here is super good. And it's just like, look at this. Like, it's so cool to see all your characters and buildings that just look exactly like in the cartoon. As it turns out, Super Nintendo World will have to wait. I didn't realize this. I've never seen this before. You actually need a reservation to even enter the land. Once you're in the land, you can take your time, and you don't need to leave anytime soon after that. But we went ahead and booked one for 1:10 p.m. and it's only like 10:40 a.m. right now, so we got a lot of time before then. For now, we're heading on to Transformers The Ride 3D. I absolutely love this experience. It's so underrated. This ride, I mentioned this in the last Halloween Horror Nights video when we did this. It's reminiscent of Spider-Man at Islands of Adventure, which gets a lot of praise. This ride does not get nearly as much praise as that one, and they are not that different. So yeah, I think this is a very underrated experience, and I can't wait to do it again.
Of last resort. If it makes you feel any better, I have already put evac on alert. He's ready to go if it comes to that.
Now, put on your glasses. You guys are my navigators, so if anyone sees trouble... Uh-oh, that's trouble, all right. What? You can't escape Megatron. Reverse thrusters. Full grip.
Megatron, you're an asshole.
Your planet belongs to me. Take cover! Look, escape route. Wait, something's wrong. My gun's jammed. Get it! It's him again. Activate battle shields.
Oh my god. Ah!
Everybody okay? You've got to find a way down. Young fighters. Way to improvise, team. Thanks for meeting the challenge. Let's head on back to base.
Hopefully you enjoyed that POV from Transformers The Ride 3D. I mean, obviously, nothing can recreate actually being here and being on that, but yeah, that is fantastic. Some of the effects weren't working, like you couldn't feel the fire in that one section, but in general, the ride is still super high quality and very underrated. I absolutely think it's something you need to do when you come to Universal Hollywood. Definitely one of the top 5, maybe top 3 rides in the park, if you ask me. But yeah, it's time for Jurassic World The Ride. Time to get a little bit wet on this dreary Southern California day.
Apex predator of the deep. You are clear for entry. Jurassic World's most powerful creatures.
Ah! No! No! It just feels like a train. Oh my god. It just feels like a train. Whoa! No! Okay, we're good, we're good, we're good. Ah! Uh-oh. I'm looking a little bloody over here.
Please remain calm. We have assets out
We
of
love you,
containment
Claire.
and help is on the
I
way.
want to be on the Velocicoaster
In the meantime,
so bad
please.
right now.
Listen to me. Do not panic. If you can see me, I need you to keep your hands inside the boat. The slightest movement will set these animals off.
Whoa! Get ready for the drop. Oh! Jurassic World the ride, absolutely incredible. The dark ride sections of that are all amazing. The outdoor, the indoor, the drop at the end is awesome. We got some actual airtime in the second row, which I really wasn't expecting. And yeah, it's just fun. For some reason, my lighting just kind of crapped out on the drop, which is kind of weird, but yeah, so I just cut it out. But yeah, it was a great ride. I really enjoyed that. We're gonna head up and get some frozen butterbeer now. Just wanted to point this out. Right as you enter Springfield, just before, there's now construction walls and a lot of land clearing going on back here, presumably for the new Fast and Furious roller coaster they're working on for next season, or the next 2 seasons. I'm not totally sure when they plan to open it. This will be the first major coaster in the park, one that I think that is desperately needed in their lineup. I'm so happy they're finally getting something like that. It's gonna be an Intamin, multi-launch, new ride model spinning thing. It's gonna be really cool when it opens. Dinner is served. Woo! We were about to get on the Revenge of the Mummy, but oh no, it broke. Never mind, it's back open, and I'm so excited for this because I actually haven't been on Revenge of the Mummy since 2019. It's been a while. Yeah, this should be a great time. I'm definitely gonna bring you guys on for a POV. Probably won't be able to see much at all, but that is okay. It should still be really fun. For the launch.
Now you're supposed to be
Backwards, here we go. You guys can't see anything, I'm sorry. Whoa! Woo!
There's no place to hide. Your souls are mine.
Oh!
Wait, shut the fuck up!
Turntable at the end. Whoa! Hopefully you guys enjoyed that POV where you could see absolutely nothing from Revenge of the Mummy. How'd you like that, Mom?
I love that, and especially love going backwards, and the color was very vibrant.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that backwards section is really fun. I love the launch at the beginning too. If there is a downside with that launch, it does slow you down drastically as soon as you've accelerated fully, which is a little bit weird to me because I think that launch is actually a really great moment of acceleration. Annika, how'd you like that?
That ride was so good, and there's only one part that Monk did not even tell me. The launch back.
Yeah, I didn't tell either of them about the fact that it was going to go backwards because I feel like they wouldn't have actually written it if I told them that. But yeah, that was great. And great news, finally it's time to get into Super Nintendo World. Our time slot is up. I'm so excited. I was a huge Mario guy growing up. I loved it when I was a kid, so this is just going to be absolutely incredible for me. Oh my god, I'm so ready for Super Nintendo World. This is going to be absolutely epic. About to enter. We're in Peach's Castle right now, and we are heading out to a world of color. Oh my god. This is amazingly beautiful. Holy crap. Whoa! Oh my god. This is insane. Oh my god. Are you actually kidding me? This is absolutely insane. All right, we just got a return time for Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge, the newest ride here at Universal, and the only ride here in Super Nintendo World. It currently has a 140-minute wait, which I know you're thinking, holy crap, that's long. Actually, that's the shortest it's been all day. Earlier, I saw it was a 300-minute wait. I mean, what the heck? Can you even believe that? We do have 2 hours that we're stuck in this land, but I'm not opposed because there's actually a lot to do in here that's not ride related. One of those is a restaurant to eat at, which is going to be really cool. And then the others, there's just a bunch of mini games all around the whole area. It's going to be super fun to explore. I cannot wait. And as a Mario fan, this is just, I'm geeking out so much right now. Look at this swamp. Oh, it's so cool. All right, we just got our power band to play all the little games scattered around the area. I wasn't aware that this was actually an upcharge. It's 43 bucks a wristband, so we're just gonna be splitting one across the 3 of us. That's kind of crazy that it's 43, but hopefully it's worth it because these little mini games are in a way like major attractions within the land in of itself. So hopefully it is worth it. I'm letting Annika do the first game. I think we're supposed to get the Goomba to fall, but yeah, that couldn't have been too hard. She was going crazy. The victory music too, that's so cool. All right, first game complete, and I think once you complete all of them, there's a boss fight against Bowser Jr., which is pretty crazy. If you look at the Universal Studios app, there's this whole section affiliated with Super Nintendo World. So every time you complete a game, one of these keys will be filled in here. Once you get all 3 done, you can do the boss fight, I guess. It's pretty cool, and you can collect stamps all around the area. It's cool that they have a whole app like interacting with this whole themed area. It's so cool. All right, this is our second game. The goal of this one is to wake up the piranha plant by hitting the red clocks. So when the red, you hit them, you can't mess that up, or you will lose. Each of us are responsible for 4 clocks. I got these 4, they got those ones.
Stand right here to start, friend. Get it done, please.
Oh, okay, we got this. Oh, I have to like really pound them. Oh my god, you have to hit them hard. You have to hit them hard. Oh my god. This is like harder than I expected. Hit them hard, hit them hard. Hit them hard. Okay. You gotta hit them hard.
Well done. Tap for your feet. Hi, friends. That's the exit.
Yay!
You got it. You guys can exit down.
Alright, this third game seems simple enough. I believe you just hit the POW block as soon as the Koopa Troop is above the blue POW block. And then you collect your key. So yeah, that should be pretty easy. And then after that, it's time for the final game, aka the boss fight against Bowser Jr. Pretty cool. I'm actually kind of nervous because the timing is like a little bit hard, and if you mess up, you have to wait in this whole 20-minute queue again just to do this game. Oh my god.
Alright, you can go ahead and scan your band right here.
I literally messed up. Okay, after round 2, I finally completed that game. That was really hard, to be honest. I was shocked by how hard that was. I had to wait in line twice. No, it was difficult because you had to time it so precisely. Like, and it, depending on the strength you hit the POW block here, it actually goes up to the top a little bit quicker. So it's like, it's really difficult because you don't exactly know how fast it's gonna go. But I did it, and that means that finally we can do this last thing, the fight against Bowser Jr., the last game, and then when we're done with that, we'll be able to get on the Bowser's Challenge ride finally. There's no denying that the theming in line for Bowser Jr.'s experience is absolutely so freaking cool. I am nerding out right now. Whoa. Whoa, okay, this is weird. So it's interactive. My shadow, basically, I can like hit stuff. I have to duck when there's a bullet bill. Whoa, what in the world? Okay, here we go. Oh, I'm small now. Because I got hit. Nice, I got a mushroom. Oh, do I hit these? Oh yeah, I hit these, okay. No, okay, I got the hang of it now. Fire flower, let's go, baby, let's go! This is sick. Dude, this is so weird, I love it. When I jump, I can actually hit the power-up block and get like power-ups like a fire flower. This is so cool, and there's like wind effects too. Did I get I got the highest amount of coins on accident? Oh my god! That was so interactive. I love like everything about that. That was so cool.
I like jumping.
Yeah, you jump and you can actually hit a power-up block. That was sick. Oh my god.
Oh, and you get big.
Yeah, wow. That's so cool. Yeah, we're gonna do the Mario Kart right now. I can't wait for this. This is gonna be absolutely awesome. If what I've been hearing is true, I mean the ride's had a 300-minute wait at some points today, so it's gotta be good. The music, the architect, dude, look at this statue. Everything about this is perfect. This is literally my childhood dream. I mean, the theming in here is absolutely spectacular. I definitely expect a Rainbow Row scene. Alright, we're finally on Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge. There's 3D glasses on this and like something else, and there's a bunch of stuff that you guys basically can't see right now. And a lot of screens are going to look a little weird too for you guys if you don't have the glasses on. So obviously take this POV with a grain of salt. Oh, cool. Okay. Okay, turn left. Turn right. Whoa! Turn left. Look at this. Theming is amazing. Whoa! I think we just got a power up. Oh my god. Oh, hit the buttons. Why did I just figure that out? If you hit the buttons, you can fire shells at all the enemies. So peaceful in here. They have the Mario 64 dude. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh god. There's so many of those bonefish coming towards me and you guys can't even see it. Whoa! This thing is so sick because it's straight from the Mario Kart track. Oh my god. Whoa, are you kidding? This theming is so cool. It's cold, oh my god. It's cold because of the wind effect. Oh, we're little now. Oh no. Oh no! You guys literally can't see what's happening. There's a Bowser on fire right now. Oh my god. Rainbow Road! Yes! I knew it was gonna happen! Let's go! Let's go, taking the dub as expected. We won! Take that, world! You like it?
It was awesome. I loved it.
That was super unique. I will say that. That was really unique. Well, I have to say, Mario Kart was extremely unique. Probably one of the most unique dark rides I've ever been on. With that, I wasn't as blown away as some other people may be. My mom was like freaking out on the ride about how cool that was. And I certainly understand where she's coming from. But to me, there were some missed opportunities with that. And some things that I would fix if I were in charge. First of all, the goggles, when you had them on, they were really heavy, which kind of sucks. But also, the 3D glasses didn't take up the entire field of vision for your eyesight. I don't know, that was the way it was designed. And so you sometimes had things coming in and out. And it looked kind of weird to me, but otherwise the technology with that was amazing. It was really cool. The interactivity was super unique. That was definitely one of the most unordinary dark rides I've ever been on, and I think that technology really works with a ride like that. It's not the first thing I would have gone to when it came to, like, if I were making a Mario Kart ride, I wouldn't have chosen that, but I mean, for what they had to work with, which is a small amount of space, obviously that's not going to move super fast. I think they did a really good job with it. I think that's definitely one of the best rides in the park now. It's time for another favorite of mine, one of the best theme park shows ever, and I haven't seen this since 2019, so this will be great.
It's Helen! Return signal! Open the gates!
Close the gates! Matt, keep a lookout.
Helen! Guys, I need gunfire! Right now! Shoot the sky! Shoot the sky! Don't you stand there! Kill something! Hi! Helen! Did I say anybody can leave before the party was over? Oh, Nolan! We've got guns, he's got water, he's kicking our butts.
Get out!
No, not the goal, we need the goal! One fish boy, make your move. Yeah! Find me another weapon. Hi, you're genuinely starting to annoy me. Oh, come on! Let's go, me and you. And against fish. Come and get it.
You've got something on your face!
Duck cousin! Sorry, my bad. I need something bigger. Hey, fish boy. Look what I found. Big Bertha. Whoa! Okay. Do me a favor and stand in one spot. Woo. Ouch. You're gonna use Chuck as a shield? Well, I never liked Chuck. Why don't you just show me the way? Are you kidding me? of Waterworld celebrate the birth of a new nation. Dry land is my destiny.
Hey, Deacon!
Hey, what? No! No, no! Helen! And you! I'm taking you with me!
We just got done with Waterworld, and we got great seats too. I mean, you'd have to be crazy to not admit that that's one of the best shows of any theme park, maybe just period, like ever. Like, that's honestly insane. The amount of fire and special effects they use. The plane at the end is just an incredible finale. I mean, honestly, that is amazing. The acting is great. Obviously, they have the people in Hollywood to do it, right? But it's just amazing. And it's such a unique experience to see Waterworld because they only have it at one other Universal park, and this is the only one in America you can find it at. They don't have this in the Universal parks in Florida. So, and I really would recommend if you come here, even if you're not a big fan of shows normally in a theme park, because, I mean, this is like one of the only shows, this and Fantasmic at Disneyland are like the only two shows I make it a point to see when I'm at a theme park. I don't really care about any of the others. Next attraction is going to be the studio tour, an absolute must when you come to this park. Honestly, it might be the best like singular experience that they have here. It's an incredible, I want to call it a ride, but it's not, because it actually has two rides within a ride, if that makes any sense. So it very much is an experience. It's a fantastic thing and I look forward to doing it again. It's also another one that I haven't done since 2019. I did the Halloween Horror Nights version of that, but obviously that's very different and not nearly as good, by the way, so that's pretty cool.
Welcome to the Universal Studio Tour. I'm Jimmy Fallon. I'll be making sure that you get through this experience in one piece. We've got the very best guide,
Andrew,
and the greatest drive.
Audra,
They're the best. I love them. Even though
Andrew. $5. But if you look over to your right, you're going to see different pieces of our metropolitan sets, like Courthouse Square, which is where they filmed Back to the Future and Back to the Future 2. You'll see Brownstone Street, as well as New York Street. Because we can really make this area look like anywhere we need to, thanks to all the different types of architecture we got. Really what you're seeing is the front, sometimes the side of a building, made of foam, rubber, and plastic, molded together and painted to look like whatever materials we need them to look like. Like, take this big brick wall, for instance. Closer you look at it, you might be like, oh, I see paint chipping off of it. And then the closer you get to the top, you're like, oh, it's perfectly cut to match the other side of the buildings. All right, folks, so you're actors now. That means I want to hear oohs, ahs, wows, and screams.
The last time I did this. That was awesome.
You might recognize this area from Lady Gaga's Judas music video. Walked up that big hill on the left in like 4.5-inch stilettos. We use it for our weather effects primarily. Like the lightning that you're seeing on the left, just flashes of light over and over. Any thunder you're hearing is a sound being played on a speaker system all around us. Like that. And then of course, if there's thunder and lightning, we have rain. Our rain is made using a sprinkler system, shoots water up into the air so it falls down using gravity. It's going to be 3 times larger than normal rain, so it actually appears on camera. And it's all in very specific locations on your left. Not really anything happening. Alright. Plus, with the push of a button, I can turn it off. Huh, okay. Take 2. With the push of a button, I can turn it off. Usually. Uh-oh. I hit the wrong button. Hold on tight, everybody. to the top of the hill that releases the water towards us. It all flows underneath that bridge into a pipe system that takes it back to the top, so it can do it again all over throughout the entire day.
Nothing to worry about, folks. Joseph out there, a trained professional. I have no doubt that he's dead now. Okay. Yikes. Stay seated. Safest place to be is here on the trim. We're going to hang out behind these barrels of gasoline.
Welcome to the plane crash from Steven Spielberg's War of the Worlds. That plane over on your left is a real Boeing 747 purchased in an airplane graveyard and transported to our studio for a combined total of $300,000. Think of all the other decoration around us, the facades, the junk, the picture cars, as well as paying your crew and your actors to make the movie. Very expensive set, only ended up being in the movie for 4.5 minutes.
The studio tour, man, it's absolutely incredible. If you come to this park and you don't ride that, you are doing yourself a major disservice. That is so cool. I mean, the way it just takes you behind the sets of so many different films. They like actually tell you some secrets of like the future of some of these shows and movies that you wouldn't know otherwise. I think there's like 2 miniature rides in of itself, Fast and Furious, and then my personal favorite, King Kong, which is great. It's kind of very similar to King Kong over at Islands of Adventure, and I think Fast and Furious is also similar to the one in Florida as well.
It's cool going backstage and seeing all the cars from all the movies, all the
I love seeing the War of Worlds.
houses from all the movies.
I love seeing the War of Worlds set with the planes.
Stages, it was pretty awesome.
All right, we're just now wrapping up a day here at Universal Studios Hollywood, and this is a phenomenal park. Honestly, every time I come here, I'm impressed. It really is just a lot of fun. The ride lineup is fantastic. They have some amazing dark rides and amazing non-ride experiences here too. The studio tour combined with Waterworld is an incredible 1-2 punch that is not rides. Unfortunately, this is another visit where I have to skip The Secret Life of Pets. I mentioned at the beginning of the video that was one thing I was really looking forward to, but I didn't realize that needed a virtual queue, and so we couldn't do that one, but it is what it is. Not one of the major rides here, I'll say, but it's fine. You know, we still did so much today. We did so many of my favorites and so many new experiences. It was really great. I'll reiterate, as I have in past videos about Universal Hollywood, that I think the one thing this park is missing is a major roller coaster, and it really does seem like they're going to get that next year. So if that happens, I think their ride lineup is virtually perfect for what it is, especially considering the lack of quantity of rides. I mean, definitely quality over quantity is what this park's all about. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this one. Thank you all so much for watching. I want to thank my mom for doing this for us. It was really a great time. Obviously, this is part of my birthday celebration, and so yeah, it was great. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye, guys.